Hello, and welcome to Shaheen and Erica's Shitshow Extravaganza. My name's Shaheen, and my biggest fear is horny zombies.
Hello, my name is Erica, and my biggest fear is Shaheen's weird nipples.
They're not fucking weird, okay? You know that, Alex knows that. I sent you pictures. It's a normal nipple. Don't bring my nipple into this.
This is why I didn't want to tell you.
You know I'm a sensitive man when it comes to my nipples. I don't like people talking shit about them. They've been there for me since day one. You don't know what we've been through.
Oh.
I know I
Did
mentioned.
you die?
No, I know I mentioned Newport in every episode, but in Newport, my nipples played a big role in one of the days. The first day, actually.
Why?
Man, I chafed them so bad.
Oh.
It was weird. So they led to the biggest moment the next day. It's a whole continuity. Newport itself was a telenovela. But anyway, today's episode is going to be about fears. Now, we failed to mention whether we wanted to discuss actual, deep, terrifying fears or irrational fears. Therefore, we're just discussing fears, half of it being capital and half of it being lowercase, just in case. What are your thoughts on that, Erica?
The spelling?
No, the whole weird. Goddamn. Don't judge my first my nipples, then my spelling. Man, did you sleep enough? Like, what the fuck?
I just thought about F-E-A.
No,
yeah,
it's
A-R.
No, it's F-E-A.
F-E. Oh, I was thinking you capitalized F and E and then
or
I was like,
or we can
it's like fear and then you got stabbed and then you whispered.
It's like
fear.
Do you know the tweet with the I want to dance with somebody and then they write I want to feel that heat with so and they wrote heat like really lowercase on the top. Do you know it or no?
Yeah, I do.
But no, or we can say fear, F lowercase f, capital EA, it's in the game, and the lowercase r. We could sell that for more money if EA is in the title. Fire. We just turned Irish or something. Anyway, yeah, that man really spent a lot of time just discussing the spelling of the word.
Okay, so this topic came up to me while I don't know. I just thought about like, that'd be interesting to talk about because I have some really weird fears. A lot of it has to do with loud noises. Like those stress me out.
Did I scare you?
Myself. More than loud. Not people yell. Like yelling distresses me. I mean thunder. When I was adult, I handle it better, but when I was a kid, I would hyperventilate and have full-blown panic attacks. Like it wasn't a tantrum. Like I was literally like dying of fear. And there was one time I was in university and so I was sleeping over at Abby's house and there was a thunderstorm and my mom called me and she's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. Why?" She's like, "Oh, there's just a thunderstorm and I know you don't like that." And then I'm like, damn, my mom loves me. And then I cried. And so like I have a really like, I don't know, thunder is just too loud. I don't like it. Yeah, I think that's my biggest. And then like the second one is balloons. I fucking can't stand balloons. Like, I mean, I don't mind touching them and holding them, but when it comes to blowing them up, I can't. I'm just like, you gotta step the fuck away from me with that balloon. Even if it's someone's like blowing it up with their mouth, I'm like, like I'm not here for that. I have to like back up like 10 feet just so I'm not, because it stresses me out too much. And I hate the sound too. Ugh, the sound of balloons. Just
When they're rubbing that kind of sound.
yeah, I hate it. Ugh. Ugh, disgusting.
Isn't there like a
Yeah,
balloon fetish out there?
I would imagine it's latex, like
Yeah, I mean close enough
latex.
with the sound. No, there's also an inflatable thing, I think.
Hmm. Well, yeah,
Would you date someone with that
gross.
kind of fetish?
Well, it would not work out because I'd be crying. They'd be like, "Come on, let's try it," and then they're like, "Just like, please no, like I can't." Oh, but yeah, so I think relatively like those are just my biggest fears. I mean, the deep ones like being alone or dying, they don't compare to the sound of balloons. So yeah,
um,
that's my thought on it.
so when it comes to fear, growing up, I was like when I was pretty young, I was a bitch. I think
Mm-hmm.
I was a scaredy cat with a lot of things, but I think here's the elements that come into it, right? Just so people understand. I mean, nowadays, not much scares me, um, which is scary in of itself. But
Mm-hmm.
growing up, when you're growing up religious, right? You
Mm-hmm.
you know how like you watch a horror movie or whatever, and they show you like the devil or demons, and you're like, oh, what fictional theater am I enjoying? But to a Muslim
Mm-hmm.
who was raised, relatively religious, you're like, why are they laughing? This could happen. These demons could be real. But no, see, that's fine because when you're exposed to these kind of things, it doesn't immediately click that oh man, I'm terrified. It's whatever. But here are the events that led up to it. So first, God bless my mother, but English is not her strong suit. So when a movie came out, there's a movie that came out and she thought it was Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie. Now back then there was
Mm-hmm.
not the internet wasn't a big bustling thing, especially not in Kuwait. You only get trailers from going to other movies and then you'll know what's up. But I was like, I never heard of
Mm.
another Spider-Man movie. This is during the Sam Raimi era. Like I don't. Eventually there was a sequel, but we heard about it. So we went to the movie. Now my mother failed to recognize that Spider-Man has the word man in it, but instead she took us to a movie called Spiders, a horror movie, mind you.
Oh no.
And I was a child. I was, let's see, I'm trying to remember how old I was. I was old enough to understand, but young enough that I was stupid and terrified. So,
Mm.
unlike my brother, because everyone was like, oh, your brother didn't get scared. My brother was drooling. He can't understand shit. At that time, I even thought that the actors themselves were dying in the movie. I'm like, all this for a role in a movie, you fool. It's not even worth it. Um, that's when I started picking up my nail biting habit, which I haven't dropped until middle school or something, or high school. Can't remember when. It was a train wreck. Just going to that movie, huge ass spiders, and at that point I started being on edge. Then my family, again, my mother, God bless her soul, uh, she put on an Egyptian black and white movie that had the actual. See, this is more terrifying because spiders and Western movies, we don't understand. Like, we don't share a language, a background, a religion, right? But if you watch an
Mm-hmm.
Egyptian movie, which represents Islam or Islamic values, and are clearly in our native tongue of Arabic, and you
Mm-hmm.
depict the devil himself, and because this woman was doing sins, right? She was sinful. It's like I don't remember the plot because I was a child, but I remember this
Mm-hmm.
woman and this man. They were sinful. It's not like an easy like oh they were having sex. No, like they were bad people or something. And two scenes that to this day still scar me was the woman was taking a shower, and then all of a sudden blood was coming out of her. Another scene is it was a dark room. It's a living room, and one of the characters was like crawling on the floor looking for something, and then you know how in some depictions the devil is like animal bottom half or whatever. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they see this hoof and they show a depiction of the devil, and I remember my young soul thinking, "Well, I never need to sleep again. One of us has to stay watch for this family. I was scarred. Okay, even movies like The Haunted Mansion, starring Eddie Murphy, which was supposed to be a comedy kids movie, was
Yeah.
I left the movie. My entire family left because of me because I was such a baby.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was scarred. I didn't go to horror movies again until I think towards the end of middle school, which isn't a long time, but in kids' years that feels like an eternity. And I got used to it. Like I'm the scaredy cat of the family, and I would sleep with the lights on. I would one time I was trying to sleep, and then this is creepy, right? So I have a bunch of shelves, and it has religious words on them, right? My mother put them there because my mother's religious. God bless her soul. She's not dead, in case anyone's wondering why I keep saying that. But one of those that had religious saying on it just collapsed and fell. Not on the floor, just fell backwards. And before it even touched the glass, I was already out of my bed, running outside my room, running all the way to my parents' room, telling them, well, I saw the devil himself. I didn't. I was just terrified. So yeah, that's my background, how big of a bitch I was. So I used to be scared of a lot of things. But now I'm a stronger man that's only afraid of horny animals, specifically cats.
Oh.
That's my irrational fear. I don't like when cats rub.
Are in heat?
Yeah, and they start rubbing their asshole towards you. Well, not their ass, but you know what I mean. Like, they start rubbing shit towards you. I'm like, we're different species. It's never going to work. Just leave away. Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I'm always uncomfortable around them because you can't speak the language. You can't tell them that I'm not interested. And also, this is fucking weird. Go find your own species. Oh, man. I stopped going to my friend's house. I lied. I told him that I have an allergy. I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast. I told him I have an allergy, and he said, but you were playing with the other, because he has two cats. One of them was like an old cat that doesn't do much, and I love playing with that cat. But then there's the young horny one. So I was playing with one, and then I was ignoring the other, and eventually I told him I'm allergic as a lie. And they said, but you were playing with the other one. And I said, yeah, I'm seasonally allergic, so only certain times of the year in which I'm allergic to cats. And he said, oh, how long is it going to last? I'm like, how long are you going to have that cat? And he said, a while. And I said, wow, I guess it's going to be there for a while. The allergy.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I think cats and heat is one of the few things that freak me the fuck out. I know I mentioned that in the first episode. Also, should I mention, because it's something to do with fish, should I save it later when you mention fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Save it.
Okay. Otherwise, other than the deep fears of, as you mentioned, being alone or existential crisis or, will there ever be a tomorrow in which I'm happy for? Those, they come and go. It happens sometimes. But cats and heat, though, that's the one that gets me. So in Halloween, you could send me to a haunted hotel with half monstrous looking people. But the second a cat walks in, rubbing its butthole towards me, that's when you get me. Is that an irrational field? Am I strange for not wanting...
I think it's irrational.
It's rational or irrational?
Yeah, cats?
Cats and heat. Not just cats. I love cats.
Yeah. It's irrational.
Maybe
I think it is.
Because maybe they don't come towards you getting all weird.
No, I mean, just kick them. I'm sorry, don't do that.
What if they're into that? I don't want to trigger anything.
I don't think cats think that deeply.
You don't know. Have you seen Garfield?
Bruh, that's a fictional character.
You go tell Jennifer Love Hewitt that. We'll see what happens.
What's she gonna do?
She's gonna get upset.
Okay, like I'm afraid of white women.
Oh yeah, because you're half white. Never mind.
Anyways, I had a thought while you were talking.
You've been losing those pretty quickly. Okay.
Yeah, because lack of sleep makes you forget a lot easier. So does clinical depression. But when you were talking about, being as a child taken to see a horror movie, that happened And I mentioned this before. I don't know if you remember, but when I would say whenever The Ring came out, because I definitely saw it in theater. Like The Ring, the U.S. version, that was the first horror movie I ever saw, and I don't know why my sister took me to see it. Like, like why? It was either The Ring or The Grudge. It was one of the two. Don't know why she took me because it was very traumatizing. I covered my eyes the entire time. I remember seeing one scene and I'm like, I think I passed out. Not like, oh my god, I'm so scared I'm gonna faint, but like I think I just went to sleep because like I'm like I can't watch this. Like it's too spooky, so I just went to sleep in the movie theater. But yeah, so that was like my first run-in with like a scary movie, and then look at me now. Like I listen to horror podcasts before I go to bed as I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I think maybe see there's. I feel like if you're exposed to it at a bad age, when you're young, you're not really supposed to be exposed to that kind of shit. But I feel like if you're exposed to it and eventually overcome it, you become a freak that enjoys horror stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like I relish the stroll into the haunted hotel. You know,
Oh yeah.
like that's hey, you want to go for a stroll instead of going to a park? That's where I want to go. I want to walk around. I was having such a good time the last time I went. I actually caught up to the next group because you know how people usually pause and hesitate whenever they move.
Mhm.
I never paused, not once. Even the people that are trying to scare me were like, "Oh, hold up, man, we're not even ready." And I was just walking to the point that I ran into the group in front of us. That was like it never happened to me before. I was like, "Oh, holy crap! I should have probably slowed down a little bit." It was such a
Yeah.
good time. And even horror
Like
movies, I love it. The thing is, horror movies in general, as like a story itself, they're a lot of them are shitty,
mhm.
and the good ones are good. Like The Haunting Hill, pretty good show.
Oh, I love they're making a second season.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know what they're gonna do, but hopefully it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be a
good.
different book.
Oh, so it's not gonna be the same characters?
Mhm.
Oh, wild. What else? It. I loved it.
Ooh,
Remember Hereditary?
yeah.
See that movie. I feel like I was scared for the wrong reasons.
I was scared because I almost died that night.
Oh, how did you die?
Um, remember I was drinking water and then something like not something funny happened and then like I had like water in my mouth and I didn't want to do a spit take. So I was trying to drink it quickly, but I also was inhaling. So I was literally choking, like I was drowning in water. And then that made me want to laugh even more. And then the people in front of us, like, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm fucking dying here. And they're like, no, same. And I'm like, no, like, you don't get it. Like, I was actually about to die. Like, I could not breathe. There was water in my lungs.
The place was half empty though, so I mean, if you gave them a
Yeah,
little
there was
water
like,
show, it would be fine.
no, there was people in front of us and then there was people behind us.
Maybe
I
they
felt really bad.
maybe they think it's a 3D kind of IMAX experience.
Oh my god, yeah. Um, by the way,
Yeah.
the sequel, or not sequel, but the directors,
Yeah, the Midsummer.
I'm waiting for your return so we can watch it together.
Yeah, it has to be also at night. And then, because here's
Uh-huh.
the thing, when we watched that movie, it was genuinely creepy. Not because because the movie itself was creepy. It's a pretty good horror movie. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the thing that creeped me out the most, and I know we made too many jokes about it, and we're horrible human beings, but the actress, the main actress, was she had a very unique face.
The mom?
No, the
Oh, the little girl?
yeah. I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
call her that, but yeah. And then when we went home, because you went with Karina,
Mm-hmm.
but she parked at my place. I remember
Yeah.
when you guys left, I was like, Oh man, now this is creepy. You know, like
Oh,
one clicking sound and that's it. I'm done.
oh, that reminds me. So, when I was in Korea, I had a friend who actually, like, one of my friends I met there, he actually saw the movie too. And he was telling me that him and another dude, they're both named Tom, right? So they're
Okay.
both. so one is, so one is from Britain, and one is from America. So American Tom had seen the movie. I forgot what it was called. Hereditary. We just said
Yeah.
Hereditary right before coming to Korea, and he was saying that like him and British Tom were going up in the elevator, and then when they came out, British Tom clicked his tongue, and then the lights went out. And then he was like, "Oh hell no, I'm not dealing with this today." It was really funny.
Okay. For those who haven't seen the movie, without spoiling too much, the little girl that we mentioned, she constantly makes a clicking sound, which becomes pretty relevant in the movie, and it's usually followed up with a not fun to watch scene. So that's why, because the clicking sound was pretty scarring for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think okay. So I did mention briefly that religious things scare me because I believe in religion. Therefore, I have access to fantasy. Some things that people usually deem fictional are now within the realms of possibility in my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not fun because there's some scary shit. I'm sorry. Are you playing
Sorry,
Game
that was
Boy?
my phone.
Okay.
No, that was my phone. I got a text message.
Oh, I'm so popular. Why don't you mute it?
Okay. I mean, normally people don't text me, so that's why.
I mean, me neither at this time, but I usually mute it just in case.
Just in general, like no one really texts. So yeah, my bad.
You know what else is kind of an irrational fear? But
Mhm.
that's only because it happened so many times by accident. Is
What?
accidentally calling someone video call while I'm naked.
Oh man, that's weird.
Well, I'm not naked. Sometimes I'm just in my underwear. But I
I'm-
don't know the person well enough to see me in my underwear. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So this one time,
that's interesting.
I was helping out this Japanese exchange student, not ALI, SDSU. Because I passed my communications class 2 years prior to that, and I was pretty good at communications class. So she asked me, Shane, can you help me with my presentation? And I said, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. But it was just light helping. Like, she'd message me, okay, what do I do about this? And I'd say, okay, try that, do that. It's over, Facebook Messenger. Nothing big. The issue is, I woke up around 9 a.m., gonna have breakfast, change, and then go to school. While I was enjoying my bowl, my bowl of cereal, she was messaging me. She was asking me like, "What? Okay, whatever." So I don't know if you've ever noticed. So you know how in Messenger, if you're texting someone, you get those bubbles, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. With those bubbles, if I try to close it, it's right next to the video call. If I tried to close it. Now, why does this become smaller? Is because I'd opened the chat. If you open the chat, the keyboard pops up, and the bubble gets smaller, meaning that if you want to close it, the closing button becomes even closer to the video call. So I was just about to close the bubble, like, press it so it shuts down, and I just pull it down. But then I accidentally hit video call, and the phone was kind of away from me, but you can still see my flabby, fat body. And I started getting nervous with like a cereal spoon in my mouth. I'm like, I started getting up, trying to move it. Luckily, she didn't see anything because I turned it away and I clicked away. My mother called me multiple times, video chat while I'm in the bathroom. And
Oh.
I don't like ignoring my mom, so usually I'd hold it at an angle that it's just my face, and she's like, why the weird angle? And I said, well, taking a shit. Then I was gonna take a shower,
Nice.
but then my phone fell. I'm joking. That didn't happen.
I mean, I'm sure she's seen it all, so it doesn't matter.
When I was young, not now. She doesn't know about my nipples, Erica.
She'll be like, Shaheen, your nipples, what happened to them?
They're normal. There's nothing wrong with my nipples.
Did you get radiation poisoning?
They really are not. Okay. If we get 500 views, no, I was going to say I'd post a picture of my nipples. But then why would people want to see that? If we don't get 500 views, I'm going to post a picture of my nipples.
Don't hold our viewers ransom.
I mean, honestly, it's not that hard to find a picture of my nipple. I sent one. Well, I didn't send one. I revealed myself, and then people took a picture so quickly. And by people, I mean you, and I forgot who else has a picture. I sent a picture to Alex
Oh, yeah.
because he questioned my nipples, but not to my face. To my nipples. But yeah.
I mean, I just like bringing it up because you get so defensive.
Because you keep attacking
brings
something
me
that's not
joy.
even a problem. You keep mentioning something that's not even an issue.
Yeah, exactly. So why are you getting so defensive? Like,
Why are you bringing
no,
it
it's
up?
not.
Why are you bringing up my nipples?
Because you get so heated, and
Because you mentioned
that.
them. It's a cycle, see?
Like, honestly, Shaheen, all you have to say is like, well, that's your opinion, and then I'll never bring it up again. But the fact that you're so defensive about your weird ass nipples.
They're not weird, first of all. Second of all, I'm not going to let you enjoy your opinions of my nipples because they're normal and there's nothing wrong with them. And even when Alex saw them, he said, oh, I guess I just thought they looked weird, but no, they're fine. That's what Alex
He was
said.
just being polite.
No.
I mean, okay. Yeah.
Don't.
I don't even know, like, why did he bring that up? Why did he, like,
he hates
has
me?
weird nipple? No, he just hates your nipples.
They're not even puffy. They're not weird. They're not erect. I mean, sometimes they are because it's cold sometimes.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, that's normal. Erect nipples in cold temperature is normal.
I mean,
The only thing wrong with them is that sometimes they do get hard enough to cut through diamond, but that's pretty much it.
you're preaching to the choir, bro.
No, listen. Speaking of terrifying body parts, no, is that mean? That's probably mean if we judge people's bodies.
Yeah, we can only judge your nipples because they're actually weird.
They're not weird. What about Audis? Do you think Audis make you uncomfortable?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Those are... I don't have a fear, but they do make me uncomfortable.
Like catheters. Yeah. I mean, Audis do look weird, but I'm trying not to judge so hard. Because maybe one of our friends has an Audi. But considering that I've never seen it, means that they're doing the right choice of keeping their shirt on. Hello?
I'm here.
I didn't sound like you were. Let's see, what else is terrifying? I was afraid of the dark when I was a kid, but I feel like that's a normal fear.
I'm... Oh, I like those memes where it's like you're going downstairs to get like food and then like you quickly run
Yeah.
back to your room.
I still do that sometimes.
No longer because I'm ready for them to take me.
No, because see, are you talking about demons or people sneaking into the house?
Both.
See, I draw the line somewhere because our house I say had because ever since I returned, I petitioned for better security in the house. But we had shitty security. Like, anyone could walk in. Now we have, I mean, we lock it at night, but sometimes if anyone goes out late and they come back at 2, 3 a.m., the door's unlocked, anyone could sneak in, beat us up, steal our cars and shit. But to this day, whenever I go, I mean, it doesn't make me hesitate anymore. But when I go grab something and I turn off the lights and it's pretty dark and it's a big space, you don't know what might pop up and, I don't know, lick my asshole or something. I'm not ready for that. You know what else? Okay, our basement. I think basements in general are terrifying.
Basement.
Yeah, why'd you give it a 10-second pause? What happened?
Because basements don't exist in California.
Oh yeah,
Not really.
cause
We don't need them.
yeah. Well, basements are pretty common-ish here, and they're not
I
basements for
think
storage.
attics. Okay, I think attics are scary too.
Addicts?
Ugh. Attics.
Oh,
A
addicts.
T T
Not
I
not
C.
addicts as in I
A
need the
T
drug.
T I C.
A titty
No,
I
attic.
see.
Um,
A titty I see.
well,
Oh wow.
even
Okay.
even the ones that are kind of like small attics stress me out. Like in my old house, we had an attic, and like it wasn't pretty. Like I don't know what it was for, to be honest,
Dead
but we
bodies.
had it. I hope not. And like anytime it was open, like we would open it sometimes to do like maintenance shit or something.
Clear out
I'd
the
just
bodies.
be like, yeah, probably. It would stress me out. I'm like, oh man, and then like, oh man, that house honestly gave me so much anxiety because I would, I don't sleep, and it'd be like 3 a.m. and I hear feet on our rooftop. Granted, it was raccoon feet, but
Oh, I thought it was December and Santa.
it was like
coming.
it was a little. It's still scary though, because like imagine just like it's quiet and then you start hearing like little. It was just weird when you're the only one awake at 3 a.m. It's like, damn, is the strangers about to happen right now?
In our basement. So when I first got the Nintendo Wii, which is the last Nintendo console that I owned, I because the Wii needs movement, but it doesn't need that much movement. You could be sitting on the couch and enjoying Wii, but as a kid, I wanted to utilize my entire body when I'm playing Wii Sports. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm boxing that one black dude, I want to be able to sway. I want to really live that dream. So we put the Nintendo Wii in the basement because there's a decent amount of room to do whatever you want. As opposed, also my grandmother, when she used to still be alive, she was.
Oh, I thought you were saying when she steal. I'm like, damn, your grandma's bad. She's hard.
when she used to steal. No, but her room's right under my room, so whenever I do stuff, she hears it. Like it's not even. I thought it was when I'm being irrational, when I'm like running or heading any place. But no, I'm just fucking walking. And she's like, why is Shaheen throwing a party upstairs? I'm just going to the bathroom. I have to like slide across the room so she doesn't hear anything. But anyway, so that's why I put the Wii in the basement. And to this day, Erica, I have not enjoyed a single Wii game. I am terrified. I try to bring my younger sister with me so that, like, hey, come, let's hang out and play Nintendo Wii. But in reality, it's just I need to play and I need a witness so that when said demons that I mentioned before that want to lick my asshole, you can run by the time they're doing it. Like, I need help. I'm always excited when anyone is down there with me, just in case. Because we have a room in the basement that my sister is convinced is haunted.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't risk it because I'm not a fool. But yeah, going down there, I remember thinking like I need to finish this game, but I don't want to stay long. Like so I'd be playing and I'd be looking back and I'd be looking right and left. I'd rarely ever look at the screen. I don't know what Smash Brothers Brawl storyline was. Like I don't remember what happened. I just remember like being terrified. I just realized that I had the Kung Fu Panda game on the Wii, and I finished it. I just don't remember anything. Probably because I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy keeping my eye out open for any. And there's no internet. There's nothing down there. I could die, and nobody gives a shit. It's a wasteland.
I mean, okay.
Listen, I was a kid. I'm over dramatic. Let me enjoy my life. I go down there now alone. It's fine. Mainly because, as you mentioned,
I have a really funny joke. Can I say it?
You want to say it now or after I finish what I'm gonna say?
Yeah, finish.
I was gonna say, like as you said before, now you kind of just want them to kill you and get it over with. That's how I feel. So
Yeah.
every day I stay 6 hours down there just to meditate with my pants down, ass up, ready for any asshole looking.
Have you seen BuzzFeed Unsolved?
No, but I only know of it
Okay,
because Cindy
there's
enjoys it.
yeah. There's one guy, Shane, and he's like, "It's me, it's your boy, demons." That's how we be. Can I tell my joke?
What?
Can I tell my joke?
Was that not your joke?
No.
Oh, go.
My joke was like, maybe the demons never came for you because you got weird nipples.
Maybe because they wanted to lick my nipples and not my asshole.
They licked your nipples and they cut their tongue and they're like, never again.
It's a defense mechanism. This is how I survived over the years.
You know what scares me more than demons? Or like, at least when I was a child.
Yeah?
It was alien abduction.
I don't think I ever... E.T. fucked me up, though.
What the fuck? How does E.T. fuck you up?
He looks like a scrotum. What do you mean? He looked like a walking penis. It was terrifying.
I don't know. E.T. did not have the same effect on me.
E.T. go home. I had nightmares. I was waking up with like night sweats.
Man, you had a weird childhood.
I did. I once had a nightmare that Steve Austin was cutting a promo on me.
That's not a nightmare. That's a dream come true.
Well, now it is. At the time, I didn't know. I don't know who this man was. He just keeps appearing in my video games.
This bald white man.
Yeah. He says some bitch too much. Anyway, what alien freaks you out? Like, what connection does that have? Was it a movie or stories?
Okay. I think it was the fourth kind.
Oh, fuck! That is, to this day, the only movie... Because, I enjoy horror movies and the series. They're fun, but I don't get scarred from them or get scared. Mm-hmm. I watched this in college, The Fourth Kind. And that's the only movie in the longest time that has affected me in that kind of way, where I was, like, freaking out.
Dude, I got chills, dude.
Yeah.
That movie fucking... And then my cousin, dude, she freaked me the fuck out with this. She's like, "This is a real movie. Like, this happened in real life."
They show you the real scenes too.
No, okay. Here's the thing.
Don't ruin this for me.
No, Shaheen, I had to do this because I was so fucking scared. I was like, I don't wanna. That person is also an actress. Okay, listen, I'm on the verge of tears because that movie scared me so fucking much.
Don't take away the only thing that basically says that, yeah, there's
She
aliens.
was on an episode of Law and Order, so I'm like, okay, that's enough. That's enough for me to know that this isn't real. I had to tell myself because I was too fucking scared for a week, and I'm like, come on, dude.
See, that ruins it for me.
No.
What about the dialogue?
I mean, it's still pretty fucking scary.
No, that's why it was scary for me. It's because it was, quote unquote, taken from real events that were still obscure.
Maybe the government edited the IMDb page because they didn't want people to know aliens actually exist.
IMDb or IMDb?
I don't know. Dude, I literally have a tear from
The Fourth Kind. What a good movie. Well, kind of lost its magic a little bit, but it was definitely. Kim made me watch that movie, and it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she likes horror movies too, but not clowns or dolls, which is 90% of horror movies. But
dolls are weird, but I don't have like a fear.
I watched Chucky growing up, and I thought that would scar me, but man, I don't think it ever will. Chucky just doesn't give me the hibby-jibbies.
This reminds me. This talk about aliens reminds me of a prank that someone did. Oh man. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I'll send it to you.
Is it the double-sized alien that chases people?
No, it's called Roommate Alien Prank Goes Bad. And dude, I died. It's really funny, but I don't want to explain it because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
But like after this call, like you should watch it.
I'll check it out.
Maybe you've seen it because it's pretty popular.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it has 33 million views.
You know what else is scary? But I don't like being followed.
So do women.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, not followed as in stalked. I mean, like, if you ever, I mean, you played video games, but when you play, for example, a video game, and an enemy's just chasing after you, but it's not like one of those like Pepsi Man or nobody knows what Pepsi Man is. Fuck, I forgot that's such an obscure reference to people outside of Kuwait. Temple Run style games. It's if it's one of those games where it's a runner game and something's chasing after you, or the Sonic Adventure Sonic Adventure 2 level where the truck chases after you. Those are fine. It's always creepy when you're running around and there's someone trying to kill you behind you, which I guess goes back to the woman's fear of being chased.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean I don't know which one is scarier, the stalker style where they keep their distance and they kind of follow you all the way through, or the one that's running after you and you're running away from them, which is terrifying more.
You know which one I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, you hate running.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, stop for a second. I need to take my inhaler. I'm like, okay, let's go.
It is creepy because you can't see them coming at you, but you know they're chasing you.
Oh man, dude, running is so annoying. Like, I hate the fact you just have to keep running, and like you don't know when you're gonna stop. You don't know how close they are. You don't know how far. Like, you don't know how fast you need to be going. So you're just doing 100%. But then that also means if you're not a runner, you have low stamina, so you can't do 100% for too long. So it's just you're gonna die.
But you get the adrenaline boost though.
I don't know, not me.
That adds like an extra minute.
The asthma's gonna get to me first.
What if you take a quick U-turn and just spear them?
They would not see that coming. They're like, what the fuck? And then you turn it into a full wrestling match.
Yeah, like a referee just pops up, the 24/7 championship's on the line.
Yeah. Oh man. I wonder if there's anything from my childhood that scared me, but I like look back at it now and I'm like, what about that was scary?
No, none of it makes sense unless you tie it to a movie that you're not supposed to watch, but your mother, God bless her, doesn't understand the concept of age rating.
No, like, okay, have you seen Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Oh my god, what a nightmare fuel.
I really think that trained me.
Yeah.
Because that show,
agree.
I didn't find it scary. I found it entertaining. And I'm like, dude, I love scary shit now.
It is the best kind of horror because it's the only type of horror that I watched where I wanted to watch the full episode in the next episode, as opposed to covering my eyes and just clenching my butt cheeks just in case they pop up again. I'm once again referring to the ass licking demons. I should really look into that. I need to book a therapist.
You know what? I think you did have your ass eaten by the demon. That was when I stayed over.
Okay, so now we will be moving on to the People's Choice Award. What was...
Bum-ba-da-bum.
Yeah, we asked you guys, what is your biggest fear? Erica, would you like to go through all three of yours?
Yes. So... So my first one would be chicken. Someone put chicken. If you were raised in the Philippines, I 100% understand this. Like I get it, but I love chicken in the sense that like I love eating chicken, so they don't really scare me. But Filipino chicken, they scare me because they're not meant
they're fighters.
Huh?
They're fighters, that's why.
Yeah, they're bred to fight. So without a doubt, I know they could just like peck at my ankle and I'm out.
See, I think it would be terrifying if you recently watched the video of both the chicken wearing shoes and the chicken wearing pants, because that just makes them more human.
And the chicken wearing red dress.
any chicken wearing human clothes, I feel like, has the ability to sue you, and that's terrifying, I think.
I think also, I'm just adding, what I think is more like scarier than chickens is, oh man,
Geese?
it's either swan, yeah, geese.
Geese
They're
have sharp
fucking
teeth,
evil.
don't they?
I think so. I'm not a bird expert.
I recently learned that a group of geese is a gaggle. Thanks, Marty. But
Gaggle.
yeah,
Gag me.
a gaggle of geese, which basically is the name of their mafia that will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on to your next one.
My next one is angry customers and moms. So I work in the food industry, so I understand 100% completely, like why, it sucks to deal with angry customers, but like if you work at a place like SeaWorld, that shit toughens you up. Like any emotions you had prior to working at SeaWorld, they're gone because SeaWorld just, voids you of all those emotions because you understand like people just are angry and they're angrier when they're hungry. So I kind of just use those angry customers as funny stories I tell my friends later. And then moms. Yeah, dude, I never want to fuck with a mom because like they're the ones who give us the most problems. They'll be like, "You double blended that, right?" Like there's no bananas in it, right? Because my little Jimmy has an allergy. And yeah, bitch, I know there's no bananas. I made it. And they're like, I'm like, "Are you sure?" Like, there's no Greek yogurt in this. And I'm like, dude, you ordered a 12-ounce orange juice. Why would we put Greek yogurt in it? But yeah, so so I get that, like moms are the worst, to be honest. But if they were 1 ounce more polite, it would be fine. But no, all of them have to come in like a raging bitch. Like, you're not that entitled just because you have kids. Calm down. And then,
can I comment on that one?
Yeah.
So because I have lots of friends in the service industry, and I worked retail before, but I never dealt with bad customers, thankfully. But I know what it's like that you're working hard and someone just pushes you off the edge with some bullshit you don't have to deal with. So I'm a very easygoing customer in a lot of places. I don't like to cause any issues. I just, go through my day. I know he doesn't listen to this podcast, so my father he's up in age. It's his birthday today. He turned 60. So he, has that kind of mentality where he usually he's a little bit pickier than usual. He comments on a lot of things. He expresses his displeasure with a certain meal, and every time he does it, I'm like, well, there. Go spit in our food next time. Like,
yeah, my mom will do that too. I think it's just an age thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Which concerns me.
You think we'll end up like that?
I really hope not, because, God, I would just kill myself.
Just go back to the wait.
No, because like sometimes like it's kind of embarrassing, like how they'll be acting. And I'm like, dude, just come down. Like my mom's like, oh, we waited 5 minutes. We should have a discount. And I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. They're busy. Like, why are you surprised? I don't know.
I think
my mom thinks.
Yeah.
When they say fast, they mean fast.
Yeah.
She wants fast.
In all 5 years of college, I did not complain in a restaurant except twice. One time, Cheesecake Factory brought me my hot steak, but it was cold. And I still ate it. I said, hey, I just want to let you know that the steak came out a little bit cold. Just be careful for, like, other customers. Like, I don't know if you're checking. And they're like, oh, we can just take it back and make a new one. It's like, don't waste your food. I'll finish it. It's okay. We can heat it up. No, it's too late. It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. I don't want to waste their time in that sense. I'm just letting them know. Like, tell whoever's heating the shit up to make sure to thoroughly heat it. And the second time was Denny's, which isn't a standard to make fun of because, Denny's has shitty food. What a new statement. But no, this time they had like extra shitty food. Like I couldn't even eat it. Me, the man who eats everything, that is allowed to me by my religion. I I didn't speak to them. I went up to when I was paying. I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know. I don't want a discount. I don't want any free meals. I'm just saying. I don't know if you brought in a blind chef or something, but this food is inedible. I cannot eat it. It doesn't enter my stomach. Your chocolate mousse is all like it felt like gum. It was disgusting. And your bread is, I can fucking start a fire with them. Like, what the fuck? So I just said, like, for today, like, whoever's working, you need to get their shit together before they start pissing off people that don't have the patience that my group has. And they're like, just remove the dessert from his check. And I'm like, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna cause an issue. But yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, that was the only 2 times I've complained. And Denny's, you can't blame me for that one. But anyways.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think customers are entitled to.
If it's an actually shitty meal, like if it's an actual, like if it's an inexcusable mistake,
like you paid for it, so you should get it as you want it. Like if you don't like it, you should politely ask them, like, "Hey, this doesn't taste right. Is it okay if I get like a new one?" But like there'll be people be like, "No, I don't like this. Can you change it? Like you guys did something wrong." Yeah, and it's like, calm down.
And usually, like, even if I order,
need to say anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the people that you're complaining to aren't even the people that prepare the food. So you're just.
Well, I mean, for like Jamba Juice.
Yeah, no, Jamba Juice makes sense. But I mean, like in a restaurant's case, the waiter or the waitress, they are not the ones preparing the food. You're just getting angry at someone who's literally just the messenger. But anyway, the reason why I was pissed off at the Denny's thing, or why I complained, is because I've had that dessert before and it tastes good, but this time it wasn't even brown. It was weird. It was disgusting. So if I go to a place and I've never tried it before and they serve me something and I didn't like it, for all I know, that's the standard that usually is. I can't complain. I ordered this. I'm going to finish it and just learn from my mistake. But if it's something that I've had before and this is clearly not what you've been serving, I take issue with that, but not big issue. I don't put on my blonde wig and just go cause issues. But yeah, what's your last one?
Oh, so the person didn't tell us because she said, was it she?
Yeah, it's a she.
She didn't want to see a picture of it, but he asked what she meant, and she said fish. And my thought to that is, why are you scared of something that's smaller than you? And I understand that there are fish that are kind of freaky looking, and but like, if you're at like an aquarium and you see a fish and you start getting scared, just remember there's like a thick glass between you and that fish.
What if it tells its friends in the ocean to hunt you down?
What the fuck? Do you think they're like Aquaman that can communicate with
sonar? They use Facebook. Duh.
They use Facebook.
Facebook.
Fish do got weird faces.
Yeah. They always feel like they want to say something, but they don't.
Yeah. And then like you have some qualms about it, right? Not completely.
Okay, so my issue
of eating.
Yeah. So I enjoy eating fish, okay? And I prefer it raw. Not like straight out of the ocean, but like, sashimi or sushi or poke. Can't remember any other form. But yeah, I enjoy that kind of oysters. I know they're not fish, but, seafood. And I do enjoy it cooked as well, just in certain ways. Like baked or filleted. Like, they're all good or whatever. My qualms with fish, and not just fish, also includes lobster, crabs, and shrimp, especially shrimp, is when they present it to you, when they serve it to you with the eyes still intact. How you gonna fucking eat a creature whose eyes are staring straight at you? Like, how you gonna do that? How you gonna stab it with a fork while it's looking at you saying, please don't? I have a family. Here's their fish book page. But yeah, that's my biggest issue with eating seafood. Is a lot of it they tend to keep the faces, the eyes, especially shrimp. Oh my god, they're small little black eyes.
I can't eat it, but I can eat
around it.
I can peel it.
I don't want to hold it
off and then eat the body.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to hold it, because what if I'm holding it and then the eye starts tearing up?
And your tears bring it back to life.
But yeah, it's. What did you say? Wait.
What?
What did you say?
And your tears bring it back to life.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you said your titties. I'm like, wait, I'm about to fight you on
Your
that.
weird nipples bring them back.
I just breastfeed them. Okay, so maybe my nipples are weird because I breastfed half of JSA. So you don't know.
These are battle scars.
I'm a mom. I need a discount. Um, but yeah, that's my only issue with fish. That's my ish with fish.
Mm. And okay.
Also, when you're swimming and they touch you. Ugh.
Oh, I have extreme paranoia when I go to the beach.
Because you don't know
Just
what's
because,
under the
like-
ocean.
Yeah, dude, no, like I feel like some people don't think twice, dude. I like the moment I feel seaweed, I'm like, ugh! Like I flip out. I'm like, I gotta get out of the water. I can't do.
You know what? Fuck Sebastian from
I
The
s-
Little Mermaid. He said that like under the sea was like this great thing. Nah, man, that shit's scary.
Yeah. So yeah, that is my 3. Shaheen, your
Okay,
turn.
I'm choosing. My 3 are being alone, and also being alone, and the
Okay.
last one is loneliness.
Oh shit.
So I just think it's really. Wait, I need to play appropriate music for this. Give me a sec.
Oh.
Give me a sec. Usually I try to hum the song, but I think it's funnier if I just play it. Then again, I have a weird sense of humor, so I don't know how well this is gonna go.
Okay.
When I was young, I didn't have much friends. Everyone I knew and loved turned their backs on me. It's because I had a demon fox in me. What? What?
Wait, is this
What? What? You just ruined my monologue with the bug.
is this the monologue from Naruto?
Yes. What do you mean?
Sorry, I ruined it, but
No, it's okay.
I
I
was
thought you were gonna pick it up as soon as the song started, but you didn't watch Naruto, so that makes sense.
yeah.
But yeah, no, being alone sucks. I think it's my personal fear as well as being forgotten. If we're going to serious fears for a second, being forgotten and being lonely are two things. I know a lot of people are like, I'm content with being alone because I don't need nobody else. But I guess we can't all live as strongly as you do, whoever you are. Being alone sucks, to be honest, and I've discussed it a lot in previous episodes. I know we discussed it in the study abroad episode where I think I mentioned how not a fear, but a thing that I honestly believed might happen was I would die. Like if I somehow died in my apartment, and nobody would know that I'm dead until my rent is past due. Like they'd walk in, they'd break through the door, and they'd see my half naked body on the floor. But it's just a thing that I've always believed that I honestly went through a phase of my life where I thought I would always, to an extent, be lonely, and I'm so grateful that everything took a turn later on that same year, in which I said that statement, and I started living a little bit differently, a little bit with a smile on my face when I go to bed. But yeah, I think being alone is it's more painful than people make it out to be. So I get those people that said it.
Wow. That's oh snaps, because clapping's weird.
Yeah, clapping sounds like masturbation.
That's deep, bro.
Thanks. I hate that we address the actual, like, oh, people expected like fear, like that shit, and we only discussed it in the People's Choice Award like last minute.
Yeah.
But I mean, someone's got to say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's pretty much it. So thanks for those that sticking with us, not only through this episode but previous episodes. You make this show feel less lonely.
Thanks.
I saw that we had 2 new subscribers in the past week, which is
Oh, really?
double the amount we usually get per episode. So that just yeah, and I'm on a new high. I'm on cloud 9. But yeah, welcome for those that joined, and for those that continue to watch and support us, even by just watching, leaving a comment every now and then, dropping a like anything that you do that's small. You don't have to, and when you do it, it puts a smile on both our faces. Hopefully, I don't know about Erica; she's kind of weird, but
Not as weird as your nipples.
can you? Do. My nipple has its own monologue. God, that's another time. But yeah, thank you for everything, and we hope to. We can't see them. We hope that you hear us next week, and enjoy our episodes. Thank you,
Yeah.
and here's. You want to say something before I drop that reward?
Thank you.
You're a person of many words. Okay.
Oh my god!
How was that?
That was terrible! Oh my